Welcome back to Cooking with Charlie. So today we're gonna be cutting a northern pike that my mom caught with my papa. And here's the fish. We already cut like part of it off already. And yeah, we're gonna cut the other slab off. My papa's gonna teach us how to fillet the fish. And yeah. So,
okay.
Yeah, you do your thing.
What I've done is I've cut off the one slab of the fish and I'm cutting the other slab off and I'm going right along the backbone and I'm going along and taking this other slab off. You can hear me cutting through bone. Okay, now I get it through here, and this was taught to me by a guy from Sweden in Clear Lake, Manitoba, and it's fantastic. Now you cut that off and there's your slab. There's two slabs of meat.
Okay, so now we're gonna cut off all the stuff, I guess that
right.
You don't want to eat, kinda. Is that good?
Yeah, that's good. And I'll finish it. Now the idea behind that is to get rid of the mercury. If there's any mercury in a fish, it's at the bottom of your fish. You're teaching people the way to clean a northern pike without a bone. And all I'm doing is this. I'm going to make this into fish belly for bait. What I'm going to do right now is take the rib bones out. Now you run your knife along this stretch of bones. You can see them right there. And you run it along and that'll get rid of your rib bones. Now this is the secret of cleaning a northern pike, or what Manitoba calls a jackfish, is you take your knife and you run it along here like this, clean it up, and you'll see the points of the Y bone. You take your knife and you put it along here and you slice it carefully so that you just feel the bones and you don't go through them. You turn your knife on an angle and you put your knife, and you'll see I'm taking off a strip of pure meat, pure fish. Now if you look closely, you'll see the Y bone once I pull this off. Right along there. That's your Y bone. Okay? Now, what you take is you look at the fish and you'll see a ridge right along. And this one is not that big, but you'll see right in the middle of the fillet. You take your knife and you go straight down along that piece. That's the other side of your Y bone. Now you take it like that, you run it along, and you'll see I cut it flat. Your knife, you can see your knife come right through it, and you grab the end. Sorry. And there's your Y bone. There are no bones in this fish. You take your knife and run it along. And you run it along, and you'll see it comes right off, and then I cut it up like this, and there's three beautiful clear fillets.
So now it's my turn to try out what my papa just told me. Do I run it along like right here?
Right, yeah. Keep going, yeah. Put a little pressure on it, Charlie. Good, good. Sorry.
That good?
I gotta watch. Yeah. Don't be afraid.
Oh. So like, where?
Right there. No.
He'll help you lift it up.
Oh. And then kind of.
Grab it at the end. Okay.
Yeah.
Cut it there.
Yep.
Okay, now.
Okay, so this is the rib bone that I cut off. So you want to rub your knife kind of across the fish and then clean it so you can see the entire U-bone kind of. Straight down until you feel the Y bones kind of, because they go opposite from the rib bones.
Not too hard.
But you also don't want to go too hard to cut through it or else. Oh. Okay, so now we're gonna cut down to the Y bone and like kind of follow it towards me on an angle. Kind of like that. So now we're just gonna cut it kind of off like that. And then you can see the Y bone.
Yep.
Like that. And I'll just cut this rest off. I'm gonna run my knife along the line on the angle towards me. And that should take out the Y bone. Okay, so I think we've fully cut it, and now I'm gonna pull it back, and then you can now see the Y bone kinda. I'm just gonna pull it off. Oh, it's really sticky.
Okay, now cut it. Okay,
Okay.
Cool.
that's it. That's the bone.
And
Okay.
so we throw the bone into the trash bucket.
Okay.
Okay, so now we're gonna take off all the meat, kind of from. I'm gonna pull the skin so it gets easier, and I'm gonna cut down, and I'm gonna flip it over kinda too so you can see the skin, and cut it some more, kind of like that, and take all, and then, and all this is falling apart, and here's the skin. So this is the meat we've cut off. It's pretty good, and we're gonna lay it down, and we're gonna, it's boneless meat that we've cut, and then we're gonna cut it into kind of 3 chunks. So I got one there, another one, and then I'll just pull these 2 apart, and then boop. Then we got all of our fish meat that we have to cook. So this is gonna be all of the fish meat that we're gonna be cooking. Okay, so now we're gonna rinse off some of the fish to get all of like the dirty stuff off, some of the blood too, and then we're gonna put it in the butter, like the batter, manually. Okay, so this is the first piece. Rinse it off, and we'll take another one, rinse it off, get it all clean. Okay, so now we're gonna do the batter for cooking the fish. I'll just add the cup of flour first. It doesn't matter what order you kind of put it in for the batter, all your ingredients. And this is half a teaspoon. So this is basically 1 teaspoon flat. So you have to kind of eyeball it. I want to say maybe about that is half a teaspoon. I'll just add that in, and then we add a whole teaspoon of sea salt. Okay, that's okay. I will do that, and then we're gonna add the seasoning salt. 2 teaspoons of seasoning salt. Watch me absolutely load this spoon with seasoning salt right now. And now I'm gonna add a tablespoon of garlic powder. Okay, so now we're gonna mix it up. Also, you can add a tablespoon of paprika if you want to, but we don't have any paprika by us right now, so we're not gonna add it. Okay, so now we're gonna add some egg into the batter. And then we'll just put that, and then we have to slowly kind of mix it up. Then once you have the egg all mixed up, we're adding half a can of beer, and it'll just, like, the alcohol will be all cooked, so there's basically no alcohol in the drink.
Sorry.
Then we add about half a can. That should be good. Poppy.
Do that.
And then we slowly mix it up until all of the batter is kind of not chunky. And once that's all finished, we manually add the fish to the batter. Okay, so now we're gonna add in the fish, and all this fish is basically all clean. You want it to kind of soak in all the batter from all edges, kind of. Once it's kind of filled like that, you add it into a pan with canola oil.
Good.
Yay!
Does it ever look good?
It does.
Good show.
Once it's a nice golden brown, you kind of want to flip it, and then look at that. Oh my goodness, that looks like, oh, this is going to be amazing. 10 out of 10 fish right here. We're out at the lake, and here are the fish turned golden brown. Fantastic. What could be better than this? You got the lake view, you got my fish, and nothing can be better in life. Oh, it's worth to die for. The crisp, and then the squishy, hot inside. It pulls it together, and then boom, flavor explosion in your mouth. I'm gonna go for another bite. So good.